I hope everybody is having an amazing time. We are now in hour number 3, and boy, is this going to be an amazing hour. So stay in your seats, get ready. If you need the popcorn, okay, go run. But you only have a few moments because I'm going to play a little bit of a transition right now, and then you want to be here for who it is we're going to be visiting with. Hour number 3 of 36 Hours of Tour of Love starts now.
This is a Tour of Love, an international event, 36 hours streaming live on the E360 TV platform, beaming the vibe of love around the world to audiences of all ages, all nations, with the intention of changing the way cancer is done. This is the CB4L Buddies Network, and we are healing through connections. So get on the bus, get ready, and let's welcome the Tour of Love.
And we have our very first guest of the hour. How can I just say, I am so excited to have you with us, Greg Manning. You are one of the superstars in the smooth jazz industry. However, you have one of the kindest souls and such an amazing heart. And I love what your project is now. And I'd love to talk about that. So welcome. First of all, I'm going to brag a little bit about you because it's the very first time I've ever gotten to have you on any of my shows. And I met you because of the Cohen family, of which Mikey Adam Cohen, of course, is one of my dear friends, and his father, Jack Cohen. Mad Jack. I grew up in San Diego, so it's so much fun to say that. He's someone pretty special to you, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. First of all, thanks for having me on the show. Can you actually hear me? Technology is working?
Oh, technology is working great.
Oh,
With you, it is. Now I'm waiting for my team to get your video queued up here. And so we're going to be sharing that here soon. So
cool. Well, again, thanks for having me. And the Cohen family is really special to me. Jack has been my manager. And of course, I've known Mikey for a long time. Huge smooth jazz fan. And just, Francine, everybody, it's just a great family, good people. And I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to support the cause.
Thank you. And let's talk about that. You're supporting the cause, of course, and our cause is cancer. However, we have a bigger cause also, because if we can take out the healing properties and the frequency of love, that can be huge, right?
Oh, absolutely. And I really think, and that's the reason why I did the project, I really think we live in particular times, and love is really in need of love today. But because I feel like, politically, spiritually, people don't really communicate anymore. And I think really communication and just seeing the other person, talking to the other person, acknowledging that there's another point of view, that's actually an act of love. And it's truly lacking these days.
Mm-hmm. And so when you think of smooth jazz, and I don't know if you saw the opening number that we did, and one of also our dear friends that I've met through the Cohens, Brian Thompson, he actually performed on that number and did a beautiful job with his wind instrument. And most people, when they think of smooth jazz, they go immediately to the saxophone. I mean, when I thought of jazz, that's immediately where I went. Sure. However, there's kind of a little bit of a clue in your view there. Let's talk about your instrument.
Yeah, I mean, I think the featured instrument in smooth jazz is definitely saxophone, alto saxophone, tenor saxophone. But I love those instruments, but I don't play them. I'm a keyboard player. I'm a piano player. So, you know, I express myself through keyboards. That's my thing. And I think right now it's actually almost a little bit an advantage because I feel like the market is saturated with woodwinds, with sax players, and not so much keyboard players. You know, of course, there are the greats, Bob James, George Duke. But I think that there was actually room for a new generation to come in, and I'm really thankful that the smooth jazz community has embraced my music. I don't take it for granted. You know, last year my song "Top Down" that I co-wrote with Johnny Vancini became Song of the Year. It was #1 song on Billboard, the most played song on smooth jazz for 2019. So you know, I'm very thankful.
Very, very wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And we right now, I just need to ask my technical team. I know that we're looking, we've had a few technical issues with this. And so I need to get Greg's, his film up and yet, what I'm going to do right now, because we actually used some of your footage. Oh, here it is. I'm going to take us down, and then we'll be back to talk about it. And then I'm going to bring on the rest of our guests after that.
Oh, wonderful.
Good morning, evening, friends. Here's your friendly announcer. I have serious news to pass on to everybody. What I'm about to say could mean the world's disaster. Could change the joy and laughter to tears and pain. That love in need of love today. Don't delay, send yours in right away. Hey, it's going round, breaking in me heart. Stop it, please, before it's gone too far. The force of the plan to make you its possession, and it will if we let it destroy everybody. We all must take precautionary measures. If love and peace you treasure, well then hear me when I say that love is in need of love today. Don't delay, send yours in right away. Oh, hey, go around, breaking many hearts. Come on, stop it, please, before it's gone too far. Love today. Oh, yeah, yeah. was gonna ride away. Just give the words.
Wow, wow, wow. And, I want to just say thank you for sharing that. And, I bet a lot of people are saying, wait a minute, where was he? And I recognize that song. So let's talk about that as I bring up one of our co-hosts, Kim O'Neill. And first of all, we're sharing the love, guys. And I want to share another little shout out to Jack Cohen, because Jack Cohen actually helped with that video, didn't he?
Oh, absolutely. Big shout out to Jack. He created the video.
Yes, he did. In fact, I'm going to put me in the mush pot. Look at this. Isn't this kind of fun? There we go. Okay, so guys, yes, doing great. Well, thank you very much. And Greg Manning in the house. And we've got Kim O'Neill. Now, Greg, the song, this is your newest song that you're taking out, right? Because you really, and that's why I wanted to team with you right off the bat with this, because you are dedicated to helping to take the frequency of love to the world, and so much so that you were able to get this song, a song written by Stevie Wonder, and then some of these amazing talents, of which if you want to shout out the love, please do, to then say, we are going to do this together. We are taking out love together, and love can actually help to heal our world. Why don't you share the love?
Yeah, definitely. My motivation was I wanted this project came to me top of COVID. I think it was March, April, and also all this crazy political stuff was going on, and I kind of felt I was just tired of not being able to do something about it. Sometimes you just feel hopeless, and you feel like, there's just nothing I can do. And then I remembered, I'm a musician. What I can do best is music. And I mean, unfortunately, many decades ago, Stevie Wonder wrote this song, "Love's in Need of Love Today," and unfortunately, to this day, it's such a timeless and timely song, because it's really, that's, to me, that's the heart of the matter. But I can't sing, so I called some people, and to my amazement, they're really great people and great artists, wonderful singers. Matt Couson is on it. Rebecca Jade here from the San Diego area is on it. Najee volunteered. Daryl Crooks is on guitar. And then, the wonderful thing is, I called these people and I said, there's no money involved. This is really a charity project. And they didn't even think, they didn't even flinch. Everybody said, we're happy to be on it. And I'm really proud what we did as a unit. I think it's, of course, Stevie wrote the song. It's just a wonderful song. But what came out with the collaboration really topped my expectation. I'm really happy with it. And big shout out to all people out there that helped me to do this.
So how can people find you? Let's let them know. Let's share the love. How can people find you? How can they support this project that you have going on, Greg?
They can find me here in the back. This is my website, gregmanningmusic.com. That's where you find my website. There's also a link to all the songs. And basically, all online music, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, that's where you can find the song. It's under the Love Today project. It's not under my name. It's under a project name, the Love Today project.
Well, your love today is on the love tour. We could not be more, I mean, let's just say groovy, man. And it was really great to have you with us. And so thank you so very much.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. And
Absolutely.
but best of luck to you as well. I think what you're doing is terrific, and much success.
Well, thank you. If you want to shout out about people donating, that would be great. Having Greg Manning say, hey, donate to this worthy cause. I'd love it.
Oh, okay, of course. It's a very worthy cause. Please donate. Don't hesitate. Write the checks with the big zeros on it, and please donate to the cause.
Absolutely. Thank you so very much. We all know someone that's been affected by cancer, and we are sharing the love. And thank you for being here. Absolutely enjoy the music. Bye.
Of course. Thanks. Take care. See you soon.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, we have Kim O'Neill, and Kim O'Neill, you are one of our sponsors and you are one of our co-hosts. What did you think of that music?
That was so beautiful. And I love how he shared the story of how it was literally just created a few months ago, all these people coming together. I mean, it very much is in alignment with how people come together with Chemo Buddies for Life, right?
Right,
so, beautiful.
Right. And in fact, okay, side note, again, I do have, and I've got 50 books coming, guys. One's been put aside, and now we have a few that have been taken. Donations, I am going to send out. And so now I did it for the very first one or first few. Now I will make a very special note, a very special dedication. And for the very first person that, or let's just say anybody that donates $25 right now, $25 for the next five, I will do the same. Yeah, you better do it now because it's going to keep going up. It's going to keep going up. So $25 right now. And the next 5, let's do that. Okay, so let's, we have a couple more people to come on. And Kim, you're going to be with us for a while. Now we have one of our, I'm going to bring up Shauna, and then we are going to then be bringing up also Matt, and I'm bringing both up right now to say hello, share the love, and then we're going to be finding out a little bit about these amazing people. So let's start with ladies first.
Me or
well, I'm gonna let's go with let's go.
You want to go with Melissa? I think let's go with Melissa, and I will come back. I'm gonna let you guys have the stage for a little bit.
Okay. All right. So Melissa.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm glad to be a part of this. I had some technical difficulties storming out here with Wi-Fi. So I'm Melissa Stockman. I recently discovered my birth certificate, and my name is really Shayna. So it's Shayna Melissa Stockman. That's where the confusion lies. I've been a nurse practitioner and a registered nurse now for 3 decades. And I just love helping people. And people this is such a beautiful organization you guys have here. It really is. People don't realize how close to home it is. Like our lifetime risk of getting cancer is 1 in 2. So out of the 3 of us, there's at least 1, if not 2 of us going to develop it. So this is such a good organization, and I'm just so proud to be a part of it.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And you have written a book recently, right?
Yes, yes. I feel there's so much negativity in this world. When you look at the news, everything's negative, COVID, who killed who, and I just want to spread some positivity. So my book is very inspirational, motivational, uplifting. It's real people with real struggles. It's a lot of my friends from all different states and a few different countries, including Canada and Australia. We're not professional authors. We're just real people, real struggles. We wrote a little bit about our problem, but more so how we overcame it. So maybe the reader can't relate to my problem, but maybe they were, can relate to so-and-so's problem and they had abuse. And okay, look, she's so successful now. What did she do to overcome it? Maybe that can help me. So they can use it as like a self-help book. Some people are giving it to others in need. We have stories from cancer survivors in there as well. We have stories of one couple of sisters actually lost their mom to the battle. So they talked about their struggle, how they dealt with it, and what has helped them to try to get over it. We have a physician that was suffered ADD and dyslexia and went on to become a surgeon. So there's very successful people in the book, including professional athletes. One of the professional athletes won 4,000 races and broke an all-time record in the Derby last year. Yes. So we have some well-knowns in the book too, scattered. And you don't know who did what chapter until the end. So it's very
that's cool.
Yeah, you get an unbiased viewpoint of their story before you know who it is, so you can't prejudge. And then at the end of every chapter, they have a bio with their headshot. They might have a picture from them at that time in their life, and then how they are now with links to their current business, so you guys can see how successful they are and see, if you'd like to use their services in the future.
And you have donated a few of these books, right?
Yes, they're brand new. Brand new.
And they're going to actually be ready. So this is a brand new project, and they're almost out. Yep. And so what you're doing is you have donated a few of them, and then we're going to be putting them onto the auction page also, believe. And is that what is going on? I want to make sure to be right on that one.
I believe so. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, and then when I find out who they're for, I can put a little note in there, sign it. Maybe have a couple of other people sign it as well. If they want to give it as a gift, they can throw their, tell me what name to write it to.
Okay. Well, what we can do, because I don't have an image with me right now. However, what do you have something?
No, I can pull it up, but I don't think we could screen share.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah. Okay. But it's a really beautiful picture and everything like that. Okay, so if you guys are good with this, I'm going to say on what you've just heard, let's put it out there again. So the very next one, and you guys that are down there, I've got a couple people in our digital green room right now that are taking care of us. The next one's to donate, and I want you to put Melissa's name next to the donation, and the next one to donate is going to get one of the books. Woo! Woohoo! Let's make this fun. Hey, this is a give-a-thon, guys, and we're giving the love to you guys. So let's do this give and take kind of thing, and excited about it.
Me too. And thank you for having me. In this world, there's like a lot of people try to push other people down to get higher up in this life. And that's not what it's about. So actually, the cover of the book is a mountain with a sunset and everyone reaching a hand down, helping the other person up. And at the top of the mountain, there's people like this in victory. Like we all helped each other up, and, I'll help someone else up. And when they're higher than me, they can help me, and that's what it's about. It's about teamwork, making the dream work.
I love it. Well, thank you for joining us. And Matthew, before Melissa leaves, I'd love for you, because you've been quiet, I'd love for you to say a little something, because what you have to say, and we're going to talk to you next, and is that, well, you can relate to some of the stuff that she's talking about, can't you?
Well, yeah, I've certainly been on my own journey of exploring the theme of cancer, not for myself personally, but with my late fiance, who passed away from terminal cancer in April of this year, 2020, and really became a platform for my own spiritual awareness and growth, and realizing that there's a whole level of support here beyond the physical realm that we all have access to, but most of us, as Melissa's saying, we're in denial about this, and people get caught up in the negativity of life, when of course that's really kind of the stories we tell ourselves. It's not that it's true, but people believe that it's true. And really, out of my own journey of healing was born this movement of Phoenix rising from the ashes, burning away the old, rebirthing into a new level of reality. And that's really the space that I live in now, is that everything is wonderful because I know that we're always supported. And I know that this spiritual existence is really what it's all about, rather than the material negativity that some people choose to live in, but not me.
I love it. I love it. All right. Well, I want to say thank you for being with us. And in fact, we've got your commercial coming up. So I'm going to take us down and so we can
After my
watch
fiance
that.
away from terminal cancer this year in April of 2020, I discovered a whole new level of spiritual awareness. And I've used those gifts to support entrepreneurs in a spiritual capacity over the last 3 or 4 months. My name is Matthew D. Gardner, and I am a coach and mentor for spiritual entrepreneurs. And I bring balance and growth to the areas of life, including love, business, and spirituality. It's so important that spiritual entrepreneurs live what they believe, weave their ideas, their concepts, their inner knowingness into their business, into their family life. And I act as a reflective mirror of their higher self to allow them to channel that essence and live what they believe in the greatest way possible. I look forward to sharing my gifts with you on the tour of love.
How fun. Okay, so, and I want to say thank you one more time to Melissa. Melissa, thank you for being with us. And
can I ask you a question?
Sure.
And I want to thank you for having this fine organization. I was just, writing my chapter recently for this book, and I realized that oh, that's it right there.
Yeah, perfect. Putting it back up, guys.
The statistics of a plane accident is 1 in 11 million, but you put your seatbelt on before you go in that plane. But what are most Americans or most people doing to try to prevent cancer? We're not, the university hospital here just built another 2 buildings, one for breast cancer, one for children. But I don't see a building say preventative clinic, preventative care. And that's where my passion is. I try to help you guys better your odds to reduce your risk, because why are we putting our seatbelts in the plane 1 in 11 million when one in cancer is 1 in 2, when cancer risk is 1 in 2, and we aren't doing anything to try to prevent it? I mean, it's
exactly. Well, that's why we're doing the tour of love, because we are within the CB4L.org organization and through the tour of love, we are absolutely making a difference. And we're going to be sharing many of the stories of the buddies that have been experiencing through our programs and seeing that we together can make a difference in our healing. And like I was talking about earlier with the statistics that the World Health Organization is saying that we're facing the next 10 years if we do nothing. And that is what is unacceptable in my book, and all of the volunteers and everybody within this program, is that we are saying, nope, not on our watch. We're kicking those percentages and all of it to the curb and saying, we are taking back control. We are taking back. And part of that is truly raising the frequency of our planet and our earth. There's science to back that up, and the science behind the programs that we are doing. You want to look them up? Look them up. July 2017, out of the UK, and the medical journals out of Cambridge. Look them up. It says that if you go through cancer, in particular treatment, in particular chemotherapy, and you do it isolated, you do not have someone with you, don't have a buddy, your odds of living 5 years or longer has been decreased just by that one thing. That is science. It's in the medical journals now, and it is the science that started this nonprofit, because my doctor that convinced myself and my original buddy to get this going. So I want to say thank you, Melissa, for being with us. And okay, that book again, who is the next one to donate? And you're going to get Overcoming Life Obstacles. I know that I'm very interested in it. However, I'm going to let someone else. So who is it going to be? And you can get it personalized. Okay. Thank you for being with us. Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Okay, Matthew, I have one more video to share. It's one that I actually shared on the Service Hero show, and I was able to get it loaded. So let's share this, and then we're going to talk a bit.
Okay, thank you, fellow Toastmasters. I'm about to embark on a health journey, and unlike a health journey I've ever been on before. And this started back about 3 decades ago, where, I'm a science girl. I like to read medical journals, research papers, listen to lectures from different doctors around the world about reversing disease. I have reversed skin conditions and allergies, and it's all been great until I had my own health challenge in 2018, and that was cancer. Every bit of research I could from all parts of the world, and I came up with a plan for myself. But unfortunately, my healthy eating habits didn't quite give me the results that I wanted. And so what happened is I tried different things, and it still progressed. It was a rare breast cancer. Used this diet to reverse, and I am the human experiment, and I want to be the epitome of healthy living. That's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
When I hear Gail talking about her journey, Toastmasters, there she is clinking her feet and kind of like, I'm here, I'm doing this. When you and I visited after you saw that and we were talking about it, it was interesting because she's still very much here, isn't she?
Totally. I mean, that's really the idea of rising from the ashes, is to realize that we're always reborn, albeit it's often in a different form than we would expect. But even in the presence of this, like, I can fully feel Gail super excited that we're sharing this message, and it's her message as much as it's my message. So it's definitely a dynamic duo. Mm-hmm. And just the vibration of love is really what heals. And it's interesting because sometimes we associate like cancer as a negative thing, but in some cases it's a platform for someone's evolution to grow. And in Gail's case, it was her role simply to transition to the next stage of life, because she's still fully present and experiencing elements of this physical world as well as her own experience now in the spiritual realm. And for me, that's real, right? For a lot of people, they don't live in that, between heaven and earth. A lot of humans don't have that experience, but because of Gail's theme, and I was going to say sacrifice, but it wasn't even a sacrifice. It was just the role she agreed to play this time around. That empowered me to have a whole new level of awareness on what this physical reality is all about, and to live with heaven on earth here and now.
I'm bringing in our co-host that graciously left, and yet this is really something more in alignment with a lot of the things that you actually work with. And let's get our names up here one more time. That we've got Kim O'Neill of the, and I'm going to share your commercial here.
Every day can be a new day, regardless of what's happening around you, when you know and fully embrace how amazing you have always been. Hi, my name is Kim O'Neill. I help heart-centered professionals who are amazing at what they do be able to confidently and authentically express that about themselves in interviews and everyday life. I support the Chemo Buddies for Life mission as they uplift and help each other in moving through and beyond cancer. It's a big world out there, and it's waiting just for you. Every day is a new day, and it's your time to rise and shine.
I love that. And may I say also a hidden talent that I had no idea you have. You produced your own commercial, and you actually produced mine too.
I did, Tamara. Oh, thank you, Matthew. Yeah, I've now produced, I think, 4 or 5, and I think I'm going to start offering it as a service.
Well, you do an amazing job. So I wanted to give you a shout out on that because,
thank you.
You know, when we were crafting all of this, and you're one of our volunteers also, and I want to thank you for that. You've been involved with us for a while, and that's why I'm sure you have some questions for Matthew, and since you are an interviewer, and you are excellent when it comes to this area. So if you don't mind, I'm actually going to drop myself down from the line for a few moments, and I am going to give you the helm. And I also want to say thank you for being one of the co-hosts today for Service Heroes. How was that?
That was fantastic and so fun, and I think you'll like to see how the timing of it all came together for Barbara and I too. It was really awesome. So it was good.
Oh, I can't wait. So thank you for that. Okay, I'm going to drop myself down. I'm going to let the two of you visit for a few.
Well, hi, Matthew.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Kim.
Nice to meet you too. You're hearing about your wife's story is very moving, and I was getting massive chills.
Yeah.
I mean, so, and I just want to acknowledge that I've been kind of helping behind the scenes doing some other things. So I may have missed some portions of your story. I apologize for that. But, you know, will you tell us a little bit more? Tell us more about Phoenix Rising and, you know, the response that you're getting to that from other people.
Yeah, well, I live my life by synchronicity, and it's really accelerated ever since I met Gail in 2015. And I think what the major accelerator was is just unlocking all these levels of love within myself. And prior to meeting Gail, I didn't realize about the capacity to love. And Gail had this amazing thing where she said, there's 2 types of people in the world. There's gallon people and there's pint people. And gallon people have like gallons of love to give and receive. And then pint people, not as much. And there's no right or wrong, but identifying who are your people and where do you sit and what type of person are you, and surrounding ourselves with people, if obviously gallon people on the call here, surrounding ourselves with gallon people and our ability to give love, our ability to receive love makes a tremendous difference. So Gail unlocked that within me to a realm that I had no idea was possible. And now it's really become my life's mission to share that. And that's what stimulated Phoenix Rising, is really this idea that we're consistently going through cycles of death and rebirth in multiple ways in business and our personal lives. And it's that power of love that ignites the flames and allows us to rebirth with our wings fully spread, reaching for a new height of individuality, personal self-expression, and creativity. And I believe those are the fundamental keys to living the highest quality of life.
Would you classify yourself as a gallon or a pint person now?
Oh, a multiple gallon person.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. It's, it really sounds like I don't know that taught you how to love is the right phrase, but it sounds like open up to more love and receive and be in the flow of that. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah. I mean, she just had the template for it. That's who she was fundamentally from birth. And I was that way too. I just had a lot of things that suppressed it. And so Gail really empowered me just to unlock it and unleash it to a whole new level. And I can just now feel it like within myself, and wherever I go, there's so much to give. And again, like Phoenix Rising is a community where people all understand that level of communication, because there's a lot of people that can't receive what Gallon people have to give. I'm sure you've found this in your practice. Is like, you've got so much love, so many gifts to give, but some people are not capable of receiving that. And there's nothing wrong with that, but being able to identify, hey, this isn't my tribe, but this is, that's a huge advantage. And that allows us to flourish even further.
Well, I think your story is really great because it's evidence of how it's something we can learn how to open up to, even if it's something that maybe looking back, we can't really connect the dots or, pinpoint how and when that, a moment was where we opened more up. But at some point, starting to look back and go, wow, I'm in such a different energetic space today than I used to be. And I think personally, I think that everyone has the capacity to open up and expand into greater love. It's not, no one's stamped with you're a gallon, you're a pint, but I think we can understand sometimes when we restrict or block the flow of love versus other times when we just say, I'm open.
Hallelujah. Yeah, I'm with you 100%. And identifying when people are ready for that expansion. The time was just perfect for me when I met Gail, and over 5 years it grew and grew and grew. And so, when you're ready, and having that perfect moment where you realize it's time to expand and to grow. That's what my message to the world is all about, is realizing, hey, at any point in time, you can tap in and ignite that power and allow your true self to shine through and make the world a better place.
That's so beautiful.
Groovy, I agree. And I'm not trying to diminish it. It's just, it really is. And I will say this in closing, Matthew, is that, because the whole way that Matthew and I kind of like met each other, it was kind of like a wake up and look at your phone right now kind of moment. And there was a stream and there he was. And I had seen his name before because he had actually said something. And I'm like, okay, there's something going on here. And lo and behold, the story has been incredible. And yes, I feel, we can feel that energy. We can feel that energy of love. And Gail has a strong energy of love about her. And that is something that I love, having that message and sharing your story. So I'm glad that you came on with us. And thank you for being one of the sponsors of the Tour of Love.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
All right. Well, and it's for people that want to find you and get a hold of you, how do they do that, Matthew?
I'm most active on Facebook, so facebook.com/connect with Matthew. Matthew has 2 T's. It's that easy, and I'll be happy to share my time with you and share my experiences of love and how to prosper in these emotionally wonderful times.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, yay, internet is working. We're glad, Poe. There's the Poe. He's also known as our director, so it's good. All right, Matthew, thank you for being with us on the Tour of Love. All right, my dear, now let's talk. You and I, Kim. In fact, we have, and let's see if I can beat someone to it, because your commercial's queued up. So let's watch it.
Every day can be a new day, regardless of what's happening around you, when you know and fully embrace how amazing you have always been. Hi, my name's Kim O'Neill. I help heart-centered professionals who are amazing at what they do be able to confidently and authentically express that about themselves in interviews and everyday life. I support the Chemo Buddies for Life mission as they uplift and help each other in moving through and beyond cancer. It's a big world out there, and it's waiting just for you. Every day is a new day, and it's your time to rise and shine.
Every day is a new day. I love that. Twice.
Thank you, Tamara. Appreciate that. So many, we're only in hour 3 and you've already had so many awesome guests. It's really exciting to know how many more are on the way.
We have 36 hours of programming. In fact, you know what? Are you ready for a little comedy? I know I am.
Yes, bring it on.
Okay, let's do it. All right.
Did you hear that they've just invented a new birth control pill for women?
Oh, fabulous. No, how's it work?
You take one pill every night, and it gives you a headache.
I can feel one coming on right now.
No, but seriously, Edith. My psychiatrist has told me I suffer from a low level of comprehension.
What does that mean?
Huh?
Oh no, you've got it too.
So, Indara, my daughter wants to get married, and my husband thinks she's too young, but I'm absolutely fine with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they should get married, settle down, and raise each other. Oh, darling, dear, wait. I'll rush right over and remove your Heimlich.
Oh, I love those two.
That was good. That was good.
But we gotta get a Jack joke in too. So here we go.
What did the right eye say to the left eye?
Between you and me, something smells.
Oh my golly, you Willikers.
I love that. I love the Jack jokes, the Edith and Dora, all of it. It's fantastic.
Yes, and I know we have some Fran Capo ones coming that she is on the tour of love. She's trying to find it. So I know that they've been coming in through email, guys, and so at some point we'll get them going. And hint, hint, wink, wink. Aaron, you have access to where that is, and so we can get the process rolling down the road again in an RV. There you go. Okay, that's as much song you're going to get out of me. So, but you sing, don't you, my dear?
I do. Uh-oh.
Okay, you get a choice. Because, okay, as you're talking to everybody, because I know that you are a podcast person and every day is a new day, and you've been doing this for a while. And when I met you, you were doing this, and we've known each other now a while. We met each other and it was like an instant sisterhood, like just like, okay, you're in my world now. And we've been in each other's world ever since. And I'm grateful for that. And little did I know not long ago, it's only since COVID, that you're only up the street too.
You know what, Cameron?
We'll do that.
I think I was in a shopping center near you just the other day.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. There you go. You know, it's small world. And so with that small world, I'm going to give you a chance because you've done both. You have come in, all three. You've come into our small group and you've supported our buddies, and you've been supporting them and our community in the group, outside of the group, and helping. I'd love to know what you think about that. And as you talk about that, also, I know that you do your cards, and I know you do singing. So I don't know if you want to do it all three, a couple of them, and, you know, kind of like, let's have some fun. Let's change it up.
Okay, well, here's what I will say. We have just a few minutes left in this particular hour before you move on to the next one. So how about two things? How about I pull a card?
Okay.
And then I was also going to, this is just new, but I have an offer for someone who would like to donate of a gift that I will send.
Okay.
If you'd like, how about I share that first?
Okay, let's do that. Do that. Yes.
Okay. So for someone who donates, let's see here, I'm going to say for the person who donates $50, I will send you 3 books. So we have Positive Minded People, Inspiring Stories of Overcoming Adversity for Living a More Positive Life. This was my first book. I have a chapter in here. Then the second book is You Are Loved.
Oh, I love that one. That's one of your books.
These are all my books. Yeah, but this is a very cool book.
Yeah, oh, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful one.
This one's very unique. So You Are Loved, an inspired meditative visual journey, is filled with 39 original photos by my co-author, Liz Akar, photos of the Florida Keys, and it's paired up with a written meditation that I wrote. And I think of it as just a very visually stimulating way to tune in, regain some inner peace internally. So this is a hardcover book. I'll throw that one in there. And then the third book is the newest one. I just had a chapter published in Navigating the Clickety-Clack, How to Live a Peace-Filled Life in a Seemingly Toxic World. And it features Jack Canfield, Bob Proctor, Christy Whitman, and 17 others of us. And this one just came out about a month ago.
And it's a bestseller.
It's a #1 international bestseller. So for the next person who donates $50, if they would like these 3 books, I will ship these to you free of charge. You just donate to CB4L and I'll ship these to you.
Well, thank you. I love it. I love it. And our ambassador of the chat.
I see it.
She already knows. It's like, okay, Kim's on.
Okay.
What's the jig, Jag, here? Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm talking like Jack here, and Dora and Edith. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So it's all good, Tamara. It's all good. Okay, so let's pull a self-love card. This is from Louise Hayes' How to Love Yourself card deck. And I think these are very fitting for the tour of love. So in fact, Tamara, let's do this together. So
okay.
I'm going to just do some light shuffling and you tell me when to stop and I'll choose the card that's on top.
Okay.
There we go. And that will be our card. So whenever.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Stop.
Okay. We have here, it says, I am precious and I cherish who I am.
Ooh, self-love. I love that.
And the back of it, let me just read the back. The back says, I am worthy of my own love. I don't have to earn love any more than I have to earn the right to breathe.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's beautiful.
So there we go.
I love it. I love it. And you have an amazing voice. Now, what did you think of our song that we did together?
Well, Tamara, okay. Oh, so Barbara and I were into the first show of the Service Heroes, and I have to go back and watch the.
Okay, no. Okay, we're gonna close out the show because you're gonna come back, right? Okay,
yeah.
You will be back. We're gonna close out with. Here you go, guys. Here's the song. This is our song that was created for the Buddies.
We are
So what's the verdict?
I think they did amazing at that. It's beautiful. I love it.
All right. Well, thank you for closing out. Let's see. This was our 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to go into number 4. So guys, you know the drill now. We're closing this one down and we're going into the next one. See you there. Bye.
Bye, Tanya.